What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got this Harbor Freight toolbox. We're gonna go ahead and get it assembled. I've had it for a little while now, and I think it's finally time to get her put together. There's a couple of spiders in here that I'm definitely gonna watch out for, but yeah, like this bad boy's still alive. So we got the toolbox unboxed. Sorry we didn't get the unboxing video for you. There was a small issue that we ran into in the process. Some parts of that issue weren't so small. There were brown recluses infested in that cardboard and styrofoam that was holding this thing together. So we had to deal with that. I think we got them all. So now that they're gone, I checked all the drawers, got everything done. Looks like there's no spiders in the box. I mean, knock on wood. We threw all that stuff away. We're gonna have some bloopers probably at the end because I don't like spiders. I felt like Ronald fucking Weasley at that point in time.
Harry. What?
But yeah, now that we got it all unboxed, we'll start putting it together. Got some instructions here. Don't need those. Be a man. I'm just kidding. I went and picked them up. We're actually going to need these because I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Good news is they're not like the Mugen window visor instructions. Check out that video if you haven't seen it for the Civic, because those were all in Japanese. So we got this good old US General, baby, made in America. Actually, probably China or Taiwan, I would imagine. But yeah, I guess there ain't nothing left to it but to do it. So we're just gonna dive right in and start getting her assembled. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take the bottom. It says to kind of build from the bottom up. So we'll get the wheels on, then we'll get the sides on, and then we'll get everything attached. So what it's saying to do, the screw goes through this end, comes out this side. I'm gonna see if I can push this mat back, put this bolts underneath to give it like a nice clean finish. So we're gonna come through like this. We're gonna get a wheel. Gonna go ahead and get them started, and then we'll tighten it down after, just kind of hold it in place. So I got that bottom corner in there. I believe we're dealing with a case of a 9/16 here. Gonna go ahead and get her tightened down a little bit. $13 mil. That's what it is. In all honesty, you probably don't need a dual 1/4 inch impact with a 3/8 extension and a 3/8 impact socket for all this. This makes my life a little bit easier. There we go. Now, as any project goes, the first thing you do tends to be a little bit slower than the rest. So I assume that we're gonna go ahead and blast this one out, and the next should go a little bit quicker. But we're gonna go ahead and time lapse the rest anyway. Now that we got that first one in with the step-by-step instructions and most importantly, the commentary. So we got the wheels on. We're gonna go ahead, get this flipped over and get the, arms to attach it. One thing that I like to point out is these do rotate. So I don't think it really matters what side you have it on. These ones do not, right? So just make sure that the two rotating ones are on the same side. But I feel like there's a lot of common sense for the people that are gonna be watching this video. And then this is really cool. On the ones that rotate, you have this little lock right here for the wheels. Does not spin, and now it spins. So we're gonna go ahead and get it flipped over, get the rest going, get this bad boy knocked out real fast. It was also worth noting that when I flipped it over upside down, it was a lot easier and things started moving a lot faster. Instead of having it stood up, I just didn't know how that was gonna go, but much quicker process when you have it flipped over when you're trying to put those wheels on. Weight. I don't know about it.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
All right, we're gonna try that again for sure. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip the toolbox upside down and then put the stand on upside down, and that'll be a little bit easier. I think that will work. So we had to loosen this up a little bit. We forgot to put the tray on. It's definitely something you need to do. It's gonna go on this side where the wheels oscillate. Yeah, it's one hole, so you need to put the same bolt in there. So we just gotta put that on before we continue and go further. So that was substantially more work for a tray that I promise you I will probably never use. But I might, and anything in life worth doing is worth doing right. So now we got that done. We're gonna continue to get this flipped over, put it on top of the toolbox, get everything in place the right way, and then finish up. I think all we have to do at that point is the struts, and we're good to go. DeWalt, baby. You already know the drill. No pun intended. On my side? Bro. Sorry.
Ow!
Are you okay?
My hand's so cold that stung.
I didn't mean to do that. So for this part, we're gonna get the top opened up, and then we'll have to reposition this. It's not bolted together right now. We're gonna do that up here, but we had to get that flipped to be able to get the top open so that we could get the screws in and everything. We'll just flip this for now while we get it bolted in. We're gonna get the struts later, so it's not gonna go all the way back like this, and it'll be able to stay open, which is extremely convenient. Now we just gotta get it lined up. I mean, she's in there low key. It's not something I'm worried about going anywhere, but let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get this side going. Because we'll need to reposition it, but we're going to start with the bolts so we can get through. Get those started, and then we'll reposition it whichever way we need to after that. So we're just gonna have to slowly lift it, reposition. Since we're going ahead and we're doing this right now, I'm gonna go ahead and get the handle on, because this is the side that the handle's gonna go on. I already got the bottom bolts in. I'm gonna do the top right now and get that handle straightened out.
Told me something I will never forget. He said,
I will probably never use.
shit.
I lied to you. I said I'd never use this tray. I'm already using it, and toolbox isn't even together yet because that screw just fell and it landed in the tray. Bad boy's almost through. We're about 50% of the way done with this top piece. And that's just about the finishing steps aside from the strut. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to put the camera down because it's hard, even if we stabilized it on a stand, to get the, you know, bird's eye view looking down. But you see how we got this all taken care of. I'm going to use Morgan's extra set of hands to get this nut.
That's what she said.
Into these other corners while I'm lifting the toolbox from the bottom. And we'll come back to you when it's time to put the struts on. So. All right, we got all of those in. I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten those down. The ones I can hit up top, I'm gonna have to use a ratchet and a socket to get in this little groove here for the bottom ones, but it just takes some lifting, some pushing. 2 hands is probably better than, or 4 hands is probably better than 2. It's not 13 millimeter. But here's the deal. If you watch the Mustang video, you know that I have a 13 millimeter wrench, which is gonna work a lot better for this application. Literally just filmed the Mustang video, can't find the 13 millimeter wrench. Literally the only thing that worked to get that bolt out. If you haven't seen the video, like I said, check it out as soon as this video is over. We're almost done, and then you can get back to that one. Perfect. Got the struts. This should be very simple. Just gonna put it in here. Then you take some of these locking nuts from earlier, same one that we started on with the wheels. Get that on. These rotate. Boom. $13 socket, just gonna get this locked down. RQ. Well, we're done. She shuts. She opens. Gas struts work fantastic. Actually, one more finishing touch that I almost forgot about. Can't forget the handle. There it goes. Now that we got the handle on, we are all done, good to go. She opens, she shuts. Appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Big motherfucker there.
The big one?
My name is Jeff.
You don't like that. And I don't like him. I see him.
Oh my god. I squished another one.